So what's up guys, this is Ajax in another video. In this video we finally built the interior to our mega base, and we built this massive storage system as well as an insane super smelter with its own fuel supply that can smelt over 100,000 items an hour. So if you want to see that, don't stick until the end of the video to see how it all turned out. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. Now, before starting, we already had a lot of the materials, such as all the iron we're gonna need and all the cobblestone we're gonna need for all the furnaces, but we were missing some wood, which is why we did some AFKing in the tree farm. As well as we didn't have a floor in the mega base, so I placed down the entire floor and lit it up so mobs won't spawn. Okay, so we're done. This is now finally has a floor. And this has taken me about, I want to say 6 hours, right? Like 16 days. It's almost 6 hours, and I didn't sleep at all like this time, so I didn't skip the night. It's actually 6 hours to place all of these shulker boxes of prismarine. Still have quite a few. I'm gonna have to design it, but at the moment I've just placed blocks and torches for 6 hours straight. I'm going to take a small break, maybe later come back, but I do want to start designing it and building the storage system and the furnace array. And luckily, I believe, although I did not even think of this as a part, this entire area is now looking much better. And if we do this, it's now completely spawn proof and it's looking really good. You can fly in and out and actually land on the floor rather than on the ocean. So I think it actually is much better now. To figure all that out, however, we do have enough chests. If we go here, we have 3 shulker boxes of chests. This does include both chests and hoppers, and we have all of this iron, so we should be more than enough on hoppers and chests. So I am actually relatively pretty confident that we have enough materials. We may be lacking a lot of redstone torch and comparator and redstone, so maybe I'll have to AFK on the what's it called, in the raid farm a little, but generally I'm feeling pretty okay with our situation at the moment. Yeah, we got most of the difficult materials. I will also obviously need some cobblestone for the furnaces, which will be a little difficult, but generally I feel pretty okay with our situation. Material wise, we then just got left to design how it's going, how the interior is going to look. How you're going to, and then like just build the furnace array and the storage system and stuff. But yeah, I think this was one of the hardest parts already done, placing down all the prismarine. Okay, so this is one side of the storage system set up. I'm starting to figure out how I want things to look. So like I want to have the wood types there. I have a log, planks, and a slab for each wood type. Here I have all different kinds of stones and their variants. First of all, I would have never guessed it would take this long to craft all the items. I'm still crafting, but it's now the day is rising on day 1000. As you can see, it's 999. It's about to turn into 1000 pretty soon. As you see, it's like basically day now. But yeah, I would have never guessed it takes this long to craft all the items and put the filters in. But yeah, it should turn to day 1000 very soon. Day 1000! This is my first day 1000 world ever, I would guess. So yeah, I'm very happy about it. This is a very exciting moment. So yeah. And at the very end of day 1000, as you can see, it's night now, but it is still day 1000. We're now done with every single filter. I am like 50%. Okay, now I'm pretty confident. There's no more filters that need to be filled up. I just want to make sure for the last time, but it seems like we've gotten every single one. It had taken us about 20 hours, I'd say, something like that. So I'm very happy to finally be done with this. It was way more complicated than I expected it to be because I needed a 41 of each item, which meant like an easy example is I didn't think I'll need like to search for these items at all. I just thought I maybe need to craft a little, but then I realized I need like 6 stacks of granite, which I didn't have, 6 stacks of diorite, 6 stacks of andesite, which I just didn't have all of that. As well as I didn't find all the stone. Apparently I had like 2 shulker boxes of them, but I just went in the AFK in some farms. Same about like random items that I put here, like nautilus shells. Like I had to AFK in the cropper farm. All these kind of things. I just don't know. It just it was a little more difficult than I wanted it to be, but we are done with it. I didn't show a lot of the other mistakes, but this one was a pretty big mistake, and I feel like it wouldn't be fair if I didn't show it. I built this entire thing. I've already put all the hoppers in like half of the chests. I've already made this thing that's going to take the items from the chest and dispense them into a water elevator. I don't know why I did it, because I need to make in this shulker box unloader, whatever. The issue is, if we go to the one of the chests that I built it, we can make it pretty obvious pretty quick that this is not gonna work, because if I throw an item on this, it's automatically going to go to the second hopper, no matter what item that is. Meaning that, yeah, this doesn't work. This hopper isn't locked. This hopper is going to let any item in. So I'm going to have to break a ton of hoppers, and the sad thing, which is why I'm recording it, is that hoppers are not insta-mineable. They take a bit. So if I do this, going to take a bit, and if that wasn't enough, after I break that, I have to break 2 layers of hoppers, and then I have to go over all of these and take them out, and all of that is just to make the entire row 1 block lower. So I wanted to show you that this did not go without its mistakes, and I'm going to have to do like probably a good 20-30 minutes of work just to remove this whole thing and move it 1 block lower. Okay, so I'm done breaking all of them. I honestly couldn't tell you how long it's been, but it has been not as long as I thought it would be, or at least it didn't feel that long. Now, I am going to turn this off because the noise is annoying me. We're gonna have to figure a different system here. But the idea is it's going to eventually come out of a water chute. Like there's going to be a the shulker boxes that are going to come through here are going to be shot to a shulker box loader, and then that's going to somehow be broke, and then like the item's gonna be broken and sent through a water chute into the hopper system. Okay, so for now this might just seem like a loud redstone mess, but in reality, it's not too complicated. So this part here is a shulker box unloader, which basically takes the input from the chest, which this is like constant. Wow, past me like to talk. Let's just say this thing takes shulker boxes, takes the items out, and throws them into the hopper line above. Okay, so it's still sorting through all the items, but I did have time to light up the entire area. As you can see, it's all lit up with sea lanterns, and there's like these lines. I still want to do something here, but I still want this to look like the main line. So I'm still gonna have to figure out something. Maybe I'll do like the bricks, the preliminary brick stairs, or these ones around the other sides. But I still have to figure that out. Yeah, it's I'm gonna use this probably. I got the shulker box of preliminary bricks here. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, but I want to show that I'm already starting to work on it. I believe in maybe instead of building the furnace below like I originally planned, because my original plan was to hook it up to a chest here in the center and then have it smelt the item and then pop it back into a chest at the center. However, if we have so much space above here, like if we look here, there is so much space, and I would like to have a kelp farm that would produces kelp blocks as like infinite fuel. So I think if we're gonna do that, it's better to do it above, because that way it's easier to get the fuel down than up, and I feel like that would make more sense. As well as down, we're more limited in height. Here in the top, we're more limited in space. So I don't know. I'm still gonna have to figure that out. Yeah, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna move do the decoration still, but just wanted to show you and give you a little update. So yeah. Okay, so there were a couple of issues with the system that I've fixed. Now we do have to use a shulker box in this system, because otherwise the shulker box, like the items from the shulker boxes, like the items that are not in shulker boxes are going to get into this into this chest. Other than that though, I believe everything should be working now. This system works perfectly, I believe. I want to make sure because I haven't tested it out. Okay, it isn't. There is an issue here. And I believe the issue is putting empty shulker boxes in. I believe that was the issue. But other than that, to be honest, I don't know where the other item went. But it's supposed to be working pretty well. I've already seen, for example, that the stone chest had gotten a lot of stone. And the cobblestone shulker box, I guess I got a shulker box loader. And a lot of the other items have gotten some of themselves. I don't really know which ones did and which ones didn't. I can just tell you that some of them did. Okay, so after a while of running this contraption, I found out that all the items stopped at this place here. Like originally, I went to take some redstone for for something I wanted to do. I actually don't really remember what, and then I realized for some reason I don't really have any redstone. And then I saw I don't have any redstone blocks or hoppers, and I was like, what the hell? I had a lot of this stuff. I put a ton of them. I crafted them before. And then I started looking in every filter to see which one is missing, because I knew that wherever it is, it would create a backup so I could easily find it. But I didn't see in any of the filters. And the reason is because they all got into this chest. I forgot to add a filter for nether warts. I now added it. But I have all of the items here. And that is crazy. Like, I'm going to easily fix it now. I'm just going to put it back into shulker box, into the filter, into the sorter. But that is a crazy realization. Like, if there's an item filter missing, it will easily cause a massive issue. I've gone on another mining spree to get some redstone because I need like a ton of it, and the raid form is good, but it's a little slow. And I found this massive cave. Like, whoa, I've never seen such a massive cave. This is actually crazy. Like, I know the cave and cliffs updates happened a while ago and everything, but I feel like that's still way bigger than normal. Right? Like, I feel like that's insanely massive. Even for, like, this, still massive. Yeah, I'm gonna mine here, because I wanted the redstone, but I'm gonna take the redstones and the diamonds, but it's still insane. Okay, so while flying in this insane cave, still, like, there's still redstone there, I found this, which, if you don't know, I instantly recognize that this is a trial chambers. And if that's not enough, this is the best way to get copper, especially oxidized copper. So this is all the loot, in the terms of redstone, diamonds and such, this is what we got. And this is how much copper I got. I got mostly oxidized because I realized, like, blocks of copper, we can just mine copper ore and get it, or use the copper form. So we don't really need that. But the oxidized stuff do take a while to be created, so if we can get it like that, it's likely better. But yeah, now we got the materials, and I don't know if I said it or not, the reason we needed the redstone is for the kelp form, because I want to make a really good one, and it's basically what we'll have in the farming district, just much bigger. As that one would create basically enough kelp for what we need. So yeah, with that I needed a lot of redstone because it's basically you need a redstone dust, a piston, and an observer for every kelp you plant. And I want to plant like a lot of them. In theory, I want to do a 40 by 40 area, so there's enough room to do the smokers and stuff, but still fit in the 3 by 3 chunk area, so it will be loaded. Okay, so the big part of the furnace array is done. The only thing we still have to figure out is where we want the input and for the stuff to be. For example, we could either put the... I feel like the other side would be better. So the idea is we're gonna put the input for... One second. There's going to be a shulker box input here with a rail, like a minecart hopper loader here. We're basically going to put the shulker box, the minecart is going to get filled, then go on spread all the items, and then at the end it's going to be broken because it's going to put all the items, because there's 320 furnaces, which is exactly how many slots there are in a hopper minecart. And then it's going to break. The hopper minecart is going to go back into the chest with hopper minecarts, which is again going to get dispensed. And I hope that made sense. It makes sense in my head.
Okay.
Either way, we're going to have like a shulker box input here, where we input shulker boxes of items. Then it's going to take the shulker box, dispense it here. The minecart is going to take the item out of the shulker box and put it in the hoppers. Okay, so I've made this system here, which in theory, if we put item in this chest, which are connected to the shulker box unloader that I put here. To be honest, I don't remember what I've already shown and what I didn't. There's a shulker box unloader here, because now what I want to do is show you that we have the minecarts going back and forth, filling in the hoppers, like the furnaces with items. No, right now they're empty because I didn't put any items, but I just but every once in a while it's going to send a minecart. The once in a while is when this hopper clock shoots. The exact same pretty much for fuel. And then another loop for picking up the items. Okay, so this whole mess of a machine that is probably looking a lot different than when I last showed it to you, because I don't remember when I showed it, but it is probably not looked like this. Is now the super smelter. As you can see, this part is the 3 kelp forms I built, each one producing a bunch of kelp, automatically turning it into kelp blocks, then automatically crafting it into... Okay, it's a little loud to be honest. Crafting into kelp blocks, and then because 1 kelp block can smelt 20 kelp, it's automatically gaining more kelp. So it's basically we're getting it's creating more kelp blocks than it uses, and then once it gets overflowing, which means this stack and 5 more stacks with 6 stacks of kelp blocks, it's then going to start fueling it. By the way, there's 3 of them. It's then the rest are going to get fueled into here, which is going to supply the fuel for this chest, which is where the minecarts that fuel all the furnaces go. Yeah, now this does have the machine that only lets it go once it's full, but it also lets it go once the chest is empty, and considering there's no fuel for now, it's empty. Same about this chest, that's going to take in the items from the top, and then everything is going to then get sent up this chute right here to this place right here. So we're gonna put shulker boxes of items here. Let's say we're gonna put a shulker box of sand in here. Then all the sand is going to get smelted, and then after it's smelted, it's going to pack it all up back into the same shulker box and send the shulker box up here. I want to do something with it, but I don't know. Maybe we can. For now, this is the system. I might eventually move the water flow to flow into a hopper system that is then going to speed it up into a chest and move that chest into there as well. But for now, this is how the system works. And I feel like it's going to be actually pretty cool to just see the shulker box of items start flowing here. I think that's pretty cool. Either way, from here you cannot hear any of it, so it's good. You can definitely hear this, but you cannot hear the super smelter, which is good. And yeah, that's it. That's the entire system. So we put a shulker box of items here. and then after a while, a bit, it gets smelted and pops back here. The only thing we have to wait for, which is the reason why I'm not showing you it actively working, is because we still have to wait for the kelp farms to get enough kelp to start fueling the system. But it is basically infinitely getting kelp, I believe. All of them don't really run out of kelp, so yeah, it's pretty cool. This one, as you can see, is a little lower than the other ones. This one is 60, this one is at 46, because this is the newest one. But I don't think that it's not working. I don't like... Actually, it is missing like one here. But yeah, now I believe we're done. I think this is all I want to do for the episode. We have got a massive storage system that automatically organizes all of our items into their own chests, and if the item doesn't have a chest, it automatically organizes here. The shulker boxes are automatically divided into this chest, and it's all organized well. So the organizing, the storage system is now complete, as well as we now have a super smelter that can smelt 115,000 items an hour, and we have a cooler interior for our base because before I want to remind that before we started this episode, this entire interior was empty. There was no floor, there was no nothing. And then from that to now having a fully functional base that we can easily fly in and out of is genuinely insane. I also moved the enchanting table here. I don't know if I showed me doing it. It's not that big, but I also got some books for the villagers. But yeah, I believe that's it for today. We may be in the future going to decorate this thing to look a little nicer, but other than that, I believe that is everything. We got a fully functional base. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and turn on notifications. And until the next time, goodbye.